Blaq already here. I know that's right, girl. We ready to rock it out. Let me go on and bring her on so we can go and get this road on. So we can turn it up. We can turn it up. We can turn it up.
Hey, how
Hi,
you doing?
Joy.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing wonderful, doing wonderful. I'm so happy to have you this
No,
evening.
thank you for having me.
Yes, yes, yes. And it's, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what I love before we even get into the introductions and everything. What I love is you are so versatile, honey.
Thank
I
you.
love the Bridgerton look
Thank
that
you.
you got going on in one of your photos. And girl, then when you give them some, I love your sophistication and your sassiness. And I think that's one of the things I really want to make sure we dive in on because you are so sexy, sophisticated, and sassy. And I think we got to make sure that we help the churn understand
It's
the
a
difference in the
difference.
three.
Yeah.
Hello, somebody. So, Bella Black. Tell everybody first and foremost who Miss Shakira is.
Yeah, so Shakira is Bella Blaq. I was born and raised in Albany. I'm not Albany, Blakely, Georgia. I went to school a little bit in Albany. Now I'm living in Atlanta. I am a rapper, artist, songwriter, actress, content creator, business owner, all of the above.
Absolutely. And guys, listen, if you're just checking in, let me explain to you. So Bella got bars. Now, first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you, Bella got bars out
Thank
the
you.
wazoo.
Thank
But she also is a businesswoman.
Absolutely.
Not a boss bitch.
Right,
She's a
absolutely.
businesswoman. And
Absolutely.
she makes certain that when you go on her website,
You see
and
that.
you see her pictures, you see pictorial representations of her in every
Absolutely.
facet. So don't
Absolutely.
get it twisted because she's sexy, she's sophisticated, and she's sassy. All right, now I'm gonna let you have it. Okay.
I love that.
Girl,
Beautiful,
I had to
beautiful.
tell the people because we have a tendency to go ahead and put all these prejudgments
Mhm.
on one another based on how we dress or how we
Right.
don't dress. So I want the
Absolutely.
children to know Bella Black is all three in one.
Absolutely. And you know what? It's kind of sometimes people don't understand that it's okay to do it, and what works for me might not work for them. But I know what works for me is that I can be sexy, I can be classy, I can be sophisticated, I can be dominant, I can be submissive. But the thing is, having a healthy balance in all of that is what makes me a woman and what makes me every woman. And it's just a beautiful thing.
It's all in you. All right.
Yes.
So, which facet of Bella Black came first? Was it the musician? Was it the entrepreneur? Take us down the journey of getting to being Bella Black.
So it was definitely the music. I kind of grew up in the church, so it kind of started there. With my uncle being a pastor, my aunt,
Okay.
I kind of went up under their wings for a little bit. So we was in the church all the time. And then my mom and my stepdad ended up getting me this little Destiny Child's deluxe CD extended version, something like that. And we got a little it wasn't a CD. I want to say it was a tape or a CD, one or two. And then we got a little karaoke machine, girl, and it just kind of like took off from there. So me laughing, playing, singing with my sisters, knew I was going to hell because I was playing like I was a pastor girl.
Girl, you was
Playing
manifesting something that's coming in the future, girl.
yes. So that, and then I kind of kept it going. And when I went to school in Albany, it's kind of like where it kind of started at over there, really, really, as far as the rapping, because I would like freestyle outside with different girls, and
Okay.
people would just tell me, like, you have something. And I'm like, oh, whatever. I knew I could do it, but I didn't really
Hmm.
like dive into it. I didn't really receive it as a gift. I thought it was just something that I was good at. And I later joined a group of boys, and then I joined the all girl group called Girl Power Gang, and we stuck together with that for a little bit, and then we broke up, and I kind of just went from there doing my own thing. It's a book. It's like never ending. Like I hate when people ask me that question because I can go like on and on and on and
No,
on.
and that's what we want, Bella. You know, it's consulting time. And the prime reason that I gave my shows that name is because we do a lot of advertising and marketing ourselves, but we're not really marketing ourselves. We're marketing our entities.
Yeah,
And while
absolutely,
we are a part of our entity, we are not our entity. And I think
absolutely.
that's what I love about when I was reading about you. I was like, hold up. Just reading about you isn't it. You got to
Right,
go through all of your pictures and understand
absolutely,
the sexiness, the sassiness, and the sophistication.
absolutely,
And I'm going to continue to plug that because the
absolutely.
people need to know, guys. Bella Blaq has bars, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
but she also
absolutely.
has brains and beauty.
Yeah.
And that's the part that we definitely want to capitalize on. So talk to us a little bit about, the industry and kind of what your experience has been like as a sassy, classy female.
So the industry for me has been tough. I do not think it's going to get easier. The reason that I don't think it's going to get easier is because I'm growing so much as a woman. My mental is changing every day. I'm getting stronger. I'm knowing what I want. I'm knowing what I don't want to deal with. And people are now
Yes.
getting into that phase where, because there was a time where I'm not going to say I couldn't afford to speak my mind, but when you're in the building phase, sometimes we tolerate things because we're still learning and we don't know. So we put our faith in people that's been there, done that, and it fucks us up. So
Hello, somebody.
yeah, I kind of got lost into that for a long period of time. And now that I know who I am, I hear oh, she's a bitch or she's hard to work with. And I have several men and I've told them, if I was a man, you wouldn't say that. You would respect what I'm telling you, period. But because I'm telling you, I'm not going for that. You're going to treat me how I want to be treated, or you're not going to treat me at all. You're going to do what I asked you to do, or we're not going to do anything. And the reason that I say that is because I would try anything once. So if I'm working with
Yeah.
somebody, if you're booking me and you're a promoter and I come to your show the first time and I'm doing it off a GP and I'm not getting nothing from it, I'm not coming back. Or if I come back the second time, now we done tried it your way, boo, we gotta try it. We gotta try it my way.
Yes.
Even having managers, before I say no to anything, I tell them like, yeah, we'll try, but I'm just telling you now, if it don't work, that is just,
Yes.
I'm not gonna do it. And so I've learned that sometimes you have to know that you have everything that you need to succeed, and it's not about being connected to the right person, because you are the right person. So it's nothing that the next person can really do for you to take you to that level except exposure and give you that platform that you need. But if you continue to have faith in self, you don't need anybody else to do that. You just get on these platforms and you promote yourself and you build that fan base, because at the end of the day, I have no desire to build me up to go and try to make me appealing to you for you to go and sell me when I've already built me up. So I'm gonna sell myself, to my fans and to my audience. And when you're in the industry and you understand that, people don't like that. And they'll look at it
They
and
don't.
say, yeah, they'll say, well, you still got room to grow, bitch. I do. And I know that. And guess who's gonna be patient with me? Me. I'm gonna be patient with me because I know what I went through to get here. And if you don't have the patience, or if you feel like you can go find the artist that's gonna do better, well, you do that. And you do that, and y'all have a good time doing that, and I wish you the best. But as for me, I got to do what worked for me, because when I put it in other people's hands, it did not work out. And so now that I've learned that lesson, I told God, I'm gonna try us this time. I'm not gonna
So
try
so wait,
other
let me
people.
put a plug in something.
I'm
Let me
not
tell
gonna
you
try
something.
other people.
Let me tell you something right now, Bella. Let me tell you something right now. Number one, you play like you were the pastor when you were a kid because it's in you. Because, girl, when you just started and said, when I think about, I felt it getting ready to come
Yeah,
out right there.
yeah, yeah.
I thought you were going to hit it out. Dance, 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 dance. Girl, I thought it was coming.
Woo, girl, it's there.
Listen.
It's
And
there.
I think that's the part. people don't understand. See, people setting traps for you right now. There are
Absolutely.
people on this live that really don't rock with you.
Oh,
They don't rock
absolutely.
with me either. But they wondering how we keep making it happen because they
Absolutely.
not doing it for us. And see, they are
Absolutely.
PREYing on you
Absolutely.
when they telling you they PRAYing for
Absolutely
you.
for you.
But I tell people
Absolutely.
all the time, if you pray any at all, you pray it for me. Don't put my name in your
Yeah,
prayers.
please don't.
Because you don't know
Please,
what folks praying for.
please. Yeah, and you don't know what I need, and don't pray for me and try to have me to have what you feel like I desire, because I'm still learning. That's why I pray. So don't say, well, I'm praying for you when it comes to that, because I haven't even opened my mouth about what I needed. You just looking at my outlook and thinking that you feel like you know what I need to go to the next level, but that's not for you to do. That's not
So
for
wait a
you
minute.
to do.
So
That's not
so
what
you
I need
telling
you to
me
do.
you telling me they looking at your outlook, but they don't know nothing about your in look.
Mm-mm.
Guys, if you just checking in, this is B. You can't even say Bella Blaq without putting the in all capital letters. I'm hollering at you. This is the Bella Blaq.
Absolutely.
And baby, sexy, sassy, and sophisticated. She is bringing nothing but truth. Now,
Absolutely.
Bella, let's talk about collaborations and things of that nature.
Okay.
All right. Are there any artistic collaborations that you haven't had an opportunity to embark upon that you would like to? Anybody you want to work with?
Um, so I would love to work with Missy. Her and Lauren Hill are like my favorite artists.
Shout out to
Uh,
VA.
yes, 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 yes. So like Missy Elliott
Okay.
to me is just like super creative.
Mhm.
Um, she was picked on at first when she was in the industry, and she didn't allow that to stop her.
She did
That's
not.
something that me and her share a lot, because I'm talked about and joked on all the time about my skin complexion. They picked on her about her weight and her difference in, the things that she chose, and the way that she chose to live, and the way that she wanted to be creative. And with Lauren Hill, she just showed me a lot throughout her music and throughout her story that I'm human. Lauren would be late to shit all the time.
Girl,
And
that
she
shit pissed
was,
me off so
yeah,
bad.
yeah. But she's human, and so I don't know, it's just something about her. Like, I actually have, hold on, let me show you. Um,
Okay.
I have this. I love her so much. I love Lauren Hill. I
Girl,
have the
won't that
vinyl.
it? That was the best.
Yes.
The best.
I'm just in love with that woman, girl. I don't know. She just, it's her voice, and it's just a story. And people say all the
Yes.
time, well, Lauren didn't write her shit. Well, I don't care about that. It was something that,
But
you
she
still have
presented
to,
it.
she presented. That's why I tell people it's still
Yes.
something in her that was able to have her to carry that. You ever see a movie and you be like, damn, they cute or they handsome, but they a bad actor. So you just can't get into it. We didn't have that problem with her.
Did not.
And even though she
And
was an
somebody
artist,
else wrote their
but
script. So
exactly,
what?
exactly. She was an artist, but she still carried that role. And so that's what kind of drew me
Yes.
to her. And she's my complexion. So is Missy. We're, on the other side, so those are just a few women that I connect with mentally, spiritually. When it comes to the new artists, I don't really know if I want to work with anyone.
Okay.
I know, yeah, I don't really know. It's no shade to
You know,
nobody.
when you're set apart, let me say this, Bella, one of the things that, and it's so amazing, because guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't know anything about Bella Blaq
Right.
until light skinned Bobby and I were scheduling his interview. And she came on the status and was congratulating him. And I said, let me check her out. And I said, I went back to the post. Oh, so when you coming on?
You did.
Guys, this humble being, this humble verified being
Right.
said, well, when you want me to come. Now, I'm expecting something totally different. I'm going to keep it real with you. I was expecting something totally different,
Right.
but that wasn't it. So,
Absolutely.
Bella, you have to know that you have a different position, right?
I
You
received
have
that.
a position to transform the culture
Mm-hmm.
of this generation, right?
Right.
you have a position to continue to display
Mm-hmm.
being sexy, being sophisticated, being sassy, but also being bold. And what I love, you said a couple of things that I want to make sure we touch on. We're going to talk about colorism, but Bella, we're not going to talk about colorism here. I'm going to bring you over to the YouTube live side in a couple of
Wow.
weeks. We're going to coordinate it and we're going to talk about colorism because let me tell you something.
It's a thing.
I have always had a complex because I was always the lightest one in my house. So
Mm-hmm.
for a long time, I didn't want light skinned friends because I always associated light skin with something negative
Mm-hmm.
because of familial things.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
I do.
So I used to tell people I got dark skin personality. I'm not light skinned. I used to
Right.
get mad as hell when people would call me light skin or red bone girl. I would get mad as hell. I said I'm brown.
Right. 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 Right.
So we're gonna talk. Let's talk about it because
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's
tell
do
you
it.
something. That is one of the other things in
Mm-hmm.
this industry that has been used to disenfranchise us, and it is used by us. I don't give a damn where it
Absolutely.
came from because the first thing
Absolutely.
people want to say, "Oh, slavery did it."
They
No,
still
we
carry it
continued.
though. They still carry it. They still carry it. They still carry
Woo,
it. I
girl, you
I
got me
was at
fired
a
up.
I was at a video shoot for a well-known artist.
Hmm.
And I was in the front of the camera. This was back when I was, being in people videos and shit. And girl, I would never forget the guy, one of the little white guys that was over lighting came and said he had to move me to the back. And I said, well, why do you have to do that? And he said, well, because we have to do a different lighting when it comes to darker tone women, and we just don't have that kind of time. Well, at the time, I was ignorant to that. So I was ready to nut the hell up, but I still had to keep it cute because I was on set.
Girl,
But
I
when I
know,
got
girl. I probably
home,
would have nutted up for
girl,
you.
when I got home, it really bothered me because it was a bunch of white girls, kind of, light skinned girls. Now, granted, they did have a dark skinned girl as the main girl, but at that particular time, she was not in the scene. So the scene, they had to cater to what majority was. And people
Okay.
don't understand that bothers people. It doesn't
It
bother me as much.
hurts.
It doesn't bother me as much now because I realize that I'm the superhero and superheroes have to make sacrifices. So I have to like suck it up for people. But
That's
like
it.
on my TikTok, that's all a lot of my followers come from that. Colorism comes from people telling me I'm too dark or I'm black or I mean just crazy shit. Some of it they say be funny, don't get me wrong, I'll be laughing because it be jokes and shit. But at the same time, it's like I have to stand up for those people because
Yes,
everybody
you
is not as
do.
strong as I am. So some people commit suicide behind this shit. Some people go into depression behind that. They feel unloved. They don't know how to look in the mirror and be okay. And I have to tell people like,
That's
don't come
it.
on my
That's it.
live or on my platform and say that shit. You take that shit elsewhere. And that got me in
That's
trouble.
it.
So now I'm banned from going live on my TikTok. But that
Really?
came grabbing banned since November from going live on TikTok for standing
Why
up, for
is it?
standing up
Why
for
look?
people.
Why is
Yeah.
it that when we work to save the people for real? Cause see,
They try to
I'm not
stop
knocking
us.
what nobody believe. I'm not knocking what nobody believe. But I have a very big issue with the fact that you can get on here and teach people how to do all kinds of ill manner shit. But
Absolutely.
when you on here trying to protect people from cyberbullying, you get banned and stuff.
Girl, yeah, it was
Like I don't understand it.
I have so many I have so many notifications where you'll see that I'll report a comment and TikTok will be like, okay, we did investigation. There's nothing wrong with that comment. But as soon as I say some shit, I'm banned or I'm blocked. And I was like, you know what, God, I know what this is. And so that's why I kind of started my own platform with my fan club. It's called like the $5 Bella Blaq fan club or whatnot. And it's where because I'm trying to transfer over to Facebook and Instagram, but more so than Facebook, even though they're the same, because they support me way, 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 way
There
more.
you go, and they
So,
will.
and just kind of bringing my people from there to over here and over there on Facebook because it's just so much easier because it's not that colorism thing. And then I have it where I have a direct connect with Facebook now. So it's like I don't have to
Okay,
go through a
that's
middle person.
good.
I can just hit them directly and say, hey, this is a problem. And they did it. I've done it several times and they done close people accounts, did the whole situation. I don't even have to worry
Yes,
about that no more. And so I feel like that's the kind of support that we need. And we're not asking for a lot. And you can have as many Black creative programs as you want, but if you're not helping the Blacks that's in the program, we need to not be crazy on it, you know? So,
Well, wait a minute. Hold on, Bella. Now, wait a minute. Surely you're not saying that there are those individuals who put Black in everything that they do, but they're really not supporting all Blacks. Clearly, that's not what you're saying.
I said what I said.
Yeah, wait a minute. You listen. This ain't look. We really giving them a little bit of all things authentic because and guys, once again, thank you for checking in. Please go and follow the Bella Blaq. Also, what I'm going to do is get all of her links and I will put them on Facebook so that you guys can go over to Facebook and join the fan club. Make sure you give me that information so I
I
have
will,
it.
definitely.
But guys, it's consulting time. And tonight I'm so blessed to be talking to the Bella Blaq. And what I love about this young lady is that she has a couple of messages for each and every one of us. And you know, this colorism thing is so interesting, but also the sexism in this industry and the glorification of being a sex symbol. It's a
Absolutely.
difference in being sexy
And a
and
second.
tasteful than being a sex symbol. And you're very tasteful and tactful in the things that you put out.
I am. I am.
You are very, and guys, please go to Bella Black's website. Learn about her. Go
Right.
through her pictures so that you can truly see what exudes off of her because Bella, your glow is different. But the
Thank
only way
you.
people gonna understand your glow is if they are aligned with who and what you're aligned with. Do you follow me?
Absolutely, I do. And you know what's crazy about that is I was just talking to a friend on the phone earlier, and I was telling him, I said, y'all gonna think I'm acting funny. I said, but it's not that. I said, it's time for me and everybody. You know how as women we go and we get our yearly checkup, annual, and then and you get every year you gotta go and you gotta get emissions on your car. Right. I said, well, it's that time for me. I got to sit down and it's time for me to evaluate. And it's time for you to reevaluate everything and everybody that's around your life. And I say, if you feel no matter how good or how bad they are as a person or how much they bring to the table, if it's just not for you, it's time for you to just dust them off. It's just time for you to do that. And that's where I am with in my life with a lot of stuff. Is like I know in order for me to go to this next season that I have to cut a lot of people off. I already ain't got but about 3 or 4 friends anyway, so it's really about to be just me and this motherfucker. But at the same time,
Listen,
and it's nothing wrong, and I don't have anybody that's bad around me. It's just that once I sit down and it's like, all right, how can we benefit each other? And if I'm
each other.
bringing more to the table than what you're bringing to the table, that means that somewhere I gotta give off of my table, and I'm in a place where I have to be a little selfish, so I can't do it this time. Now you made me in a time in my life where I could. You made me at a time in my life where I could, but I can't do that no more. And so if that makes you or makes me less of a person or less of a friend, then I take that. But right now, I'm so afraid to lose what I know is coming that I'm willing to
Mm,
sacrifice any and everything. And so if that means that I gotta walk by myself, if I gotta film my own content, if I gotta record my own lyrics, if I have to shoot my own video shoots, if I have to whatever I gotta do, if I have to do it by myself to make sure that what I'm working for is protected, I'm willing to do that. And I just have to cry by myself. I have to complain by myself. But that's something that I'm willing to do. And so that's kind of like where I'm at with it right now.
I don't know whether to throw a sock at you or whether to take, well, I can't take off running because I'm still on this bad leg. I can't take off running yet. Listen, this is how you gonna know I'm a real country girl and grew up in a real Baptist, Southern Baptist church. Cause honey, girl, what I heard you say is, said I'll go
If I
if I
have to go
have to
by
go
myself.
by myself. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Look, Drea Nicole from NYC just said Bella is a spirit animal. Honey, no. She one of them disciplines. She one of
Yeah.
the 12 disciplines. Honey, you know what though? I'm telling you, everybody, you notice that you only hear people talk about Peter in a bad sense.
Mm-hmm.
People don't really know. Peter held it down.
You had to.
And I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna leave it there.
And guess
Because
what?
once
And those
again,
that
Bella,
get it, and the ones that don't.
thank you. Because everybody, girl, and you gotta have that alignment to exist in this industry that they call entertainment. But let me ask you this. Do you feel like there's a link between ethics and entertainment?
I do. We're gonna go on to the next question on that.
Okay. And that's yep, and that's what I wanted to do. I don't want to touch it.
But I
Because
do.
see,
But I do.
we gotta go over to the other platform.
We do.
See, that's
We
not
do.
for and see, one thing I'm learning.
Everything ain't for every place.
It Instagram is and guys, I'm just gonna keep it real because my name is Lily Mae. Y'all do what y'all can, but I do what I want to. What I'm finally accepting, and I didn't want to accept it.
Yes.
I am accepting that a lot of times on Instagram, people come here to get their daily dose of false reality.
Come on now.
And then I found that for the past 7.5 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the bed because I couldn't walk. I had surgery. I could not walk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every day I was getting mad because I'm scrolling Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I can get on here
Say it.
with no weave, letting people know I'm bad all by myself
You
with
see,
my traction alopecia,
I ain't got on a lick of makeup. My edges ashy.
honey. And
You
I ain't
know.
got no edges. And they know I ain't got no edges because I let them see it. So I say that to say, Bella, the scariest thing is that we live in a world where people equate success with beauty and with
Absolutely.
money. When the people with money and beauty laying down at night, cutting on their arms and legs and hiding it during the daytime.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what's crazier is that though, it's the broke folks that's living vicariously through these people. And
I ain't got nothing in here.
ain't even waking up with a lick of motivation after they doing it. And so I tell people, I say now, granted, in this industry that we in, yeah, you know, you don't really have to fake it till you make it. To a certain extent you do. I said, but you have to look at it like this right here. After a while, you know, you still got to kind of be able to afford to fake it like you make it. But at some point, don't you get tired of that? At some point,
Mm-mm.
because I did it. I done that, and it was a certain. I said I got tired of that. That's why you don't see me posting nice cars on my Instagram. You don't see me flossing with no money, bitch. The most you gonna get is a cute picture, a couple of titties, and a pair of pearls with a little
I know
print on
that's
the
right.
side.
Look, a cute picture with no makeup because we got that good. You know why we got this skin, girl.
That's about it. And don't get me
But
wrong.
I had to get some eyebrows though.
Girl, I need some. And I desire nice things, and I don't think it's nothing wrong with that. But it's like my car ain't no Mercedes, but bitch, I'm going to drive it. I don't live in a mansion, but I'm going to post in my house. You know, I'm going to be content with what I
Yes.
have. And I'm just in a place where I feel like the more that I can appreciate me, because I used to sit on Instagram and when I would scroll, I was like, damn, I can't wait until I can go here. I can't wait till I can have me a little car like that, and I can like get on my car and like stand up out the roof, you know what I mean, a little Benz or a little Bentley or some shit like that. And then God began to bring me around these people, and I was like, damn, you asking for the wrong shit, because now you seeing what the hell these people are going through to get these things that they're getting, you know, and you don't want no parts in it. And so I was like, you know what, at the end of the day, I have to take a step back and know that my path is different. I can't time
That's right.
my journey based on someone else's journey. I might feel like I'm ready, but I'm still working on stuff. I'm still going through stuff. I'm still like, trying to see if, well, God is trying to see if he could trust me with certain things. Okay, if I get you this nice house, are you going to be smart enough this time not to move nobody in? Because every time I gave you something, you shed it. Or when I give you this car, you going to be smart enough not to let somebody drive it. Or when I give you this with your career, are you going to be quiet and not share and call somebody and say, hey, well, I want to let you know that I'm working on this. And then I'm sitting up here wondering, just last week, why in the fuck is it that I notice that every time I share a piece of information with somebody, everything get canceled? And I was crying to my dude. I say, babe, I said, something feels really weird. I said, because these past few times, I said, and I've only shared it with one person. And my friend is on here, and I told her too. And I said, I only shared this information with like 1 or 2 people. I said, but it's pissing me off because I noticed that every time that I share these things, these particular things that I share with these 2 or this particular person gets canceled. I said, well, damn.
It get camp.
Am I
Bella,
lying?
you know
She
what?
on here lying.
Are you cameras in
You
my
know
house?
what? I said it's just time for me to be quiet because you can't trust nobody with it. And I
Nope.
had to understand, like, when you talking to people, you be like, hey, I'm about to be doing this, I'm about to be doing that. They like, well, I mean, don't put too much faith in it, or oh, that's all right. People shutting shit down in between it. I'm already over here going through hell in my photos and windows, and then here you go, them sent your negative shit over here to my shit where I'm at, and now I'm fighting shit that I don't even know what I'm fighting, but it's all because I ran my mouth too much. And so now I'm learning I have to be more protective of my career, more protective of my house, more protective of me, more protective of my studio space, more protective of my connections that I'm making, and different stuff like that. So that's just something that I'm learning. Y'all take what y'all please from that. But it's a lot of stuff, girl.
Mm-mm. Guys, listen. Um, you know, Bella, this is what we're gonna do.
I'm
I
gonna
need
get a
you to
church. I'm about
tell
to stop
everybody.
rapping and get a church. I'm over it.
Drea, we got our third pastor. It's time to open. So the collection hat has been passed.
Yes, yes.
Um, Trevor has passed the collection hat. So we're gonna prepare for the benediction after we have the announcements. So Bella, can you come forth with the announcements of
Yeah.
any upcoming or forthcoming endeavors, and then we will have the benediction.
Well, I just finished my first movie, and it's called Sin. And
Sin.
yep, Sin. And I was able to work alongside with some amazing people: Lou Gossett Jr., Johnny Blaze, Shiggy, Brooke Michaels, Angel Love, just some beautiful, beautiful people. And I'm Sin in the movie, which I love that. That's a
And
whole
she did a
nother
doggone good job.
that. But you know what's crazy about Sin, and this is quick, and I'm gonna end it right here because this is crazy. But so I wasn't supposed to be Sin, right? So I was supposed to be Lisa, and Lisa only had a few roles in it. And so I auditioned for Sin, and they called me and they said, well, we're gonna give it to the other girl. And later on, they came around, and I might get in trouble for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway because it's the truth. And they said, well, we gave it to the other girl because she had more followers than you did on Instagram. But what they didn't know is that I have more followers than everybody collectively on one platform, but because they didn't go look on the other platform. So now I have
And on that
1.4.
note,
I have 1.4 million followers on my TikTok, and I have the most followers out of everyone on the platform. Not that that means anything, but it'll just show you when people are judging stuff for the wrong reasons. And certain times you make bad mistakes and you don't make good business decisions because of things that might look good, but it's not good. And so then we get on set, and make a long story short, by the end of that taping day, I was Sin, and I said, well, y'all, I didn't practice for Sin, and I didn't read for Sin. I practiced for Lisa, and I literally had 24 hours to learn that role of Sin. That was my first movie, and I played her very well. And I said that to say, y'all, we might not be prepared for some stuff, and we might not be qualified, but what is for you? I am a witness that you can be skipped from the back of the line all the way to the front into what was yours. Somebody tried to take something from me that was mine and tried to give it to somebody else. And now I have that part in Sin, and I also own part of the movie. So yeah.
What was once last
Shall be
will
first.
soon be first.
Yep. And so that
And that
makes
is
that sad.
how we are going to take us out tonight. Now, make sure you let everybody know where they can find you everywhere. But guys, let me tell you something.
I can't with
We're
you.
done. We're done for tonight. Bella Blaq will be back. Do you
Absolutely.
hear me? And we're going to go to the platform with the people that truly understand
Absolutely.
where we're coming from. So all of you that are on here right now, make sure you go over to YouTube
Yeah.
and subscribe to Lily Mae hyphen the collective, because Bella Blaq and I are going to be there and on Facebook very, very soon. So I want you
Right.
to make sure that you go to Bella Blaq fan club on Facebook as
Mhm.
well and join the group, like the page.
Right.
Guys, support her. Support her.
Thank you.
Support her.
You.
She is one of the rarest
Yeah.
and very few.
Absolutely.
Many people choose themselves.
Hmm.
Many people are called by themselves,
Hmm.
but not many are truly anointed to do the work that she's doing. So dismiss me with those of you that feel like you can't be anointed and still work in the world, because the truth
Cause you
be
can.
told, and I'm going to leave it there, you got to go in the highways and the byways.
Yeah. Absolutely. This
Bella
was
Blaq, take us out with
gorgeous.
all of your socials and where they can find you.
So everybody, y'all can follow me everywhere at Bella Blaq. That's BellaBlaq. All of my merch, you can shop all things at lotogang.com. That's LOTOGANG.com. Also, I was just added to the We Outside tour, so I will be in the Carolinas in August. So that will be super duper dope, and I'm really excited about that. So
Congratulations!
thank
You
you,
know,
girl.
I love gorgeous. I love gorgeous, light skinned Bobby,
Yes,
BWAK. I love all of them. Like, oh yeah.
yes.
See, it was meant to be, because I love all of them.
Yeah,
All
and you
of
know
them.
what's crazy? I never met Gorgeous, and I was scrolling, and I didn't even know that he was working with Bobby, which is so crazy. And I saw him because I'm really close with Trap Beckham, and I was like, hey, I think I want to be a part of this tour. Who do I need to talk to? And girl, he gave me Gorgeous number, and I hit Gorgeous, and I be damn. Gorgeous was like, of
Yep.
course, we would love to have you on the tour,
I'm telling
and
you,
it was
listen,
amazing.
gorgeous
He's
is
been nothing but
everything.
dope.
Yes. Gorgeous is everything to me. Like,
I
I
love his
love him to
name
pieces so
alone.
much.
His name
Yes, and
alone is
guys, if
dope.
you're interested in sponsoring, or being a part of the We
Mhm.
Outside tour, especially, definitely we are seeking sponsors. So if you are interested in sponsoring, anything that you can offer up for this tour to make sure artists such as Bella Blaq, Light Skin Barbie, Trap, and everybody are doing well, please let me know. I'm definitely here, and I can give you information. Let's support these artists, because they outside part
Yeah.
two, and I have just found out that Bella Blaq is on the trail. So, baby, I'm
Yeah.
really about to push it even harder now. So,
Yes. I love
guys,
it.
thank you so much for
I
checking
love
in.
it.
Bella, we love you. We will have you back, and just continue to
Thank
be
you.
blessed, and know that when you know who you are and whose you are, you can't touch
Absolutely.
this.
Absolutely. Yes.
Have a good
All right.
evening.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.